Hey folks, this is Vincent Idley with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to check out Take 5. Also included in the box is another game called Take a Number. They use different set of cards. The yellow deck is for Take 5, and the red deck is for Take a Number. We'll get to Take a Number shortly. Right now I have the game set up for Take 5. The games are similar to each other for the most part. In Take 5, players get a hand of 10 cards each. 4 are dealt face up into a column like this, and the numbers are organized from lowest to highest. This is the rule book for Take a Number. I'm just going to put that off to the side until we actually get to it. This is the rule book for this game, Take 5, and it's not too bad. And the object of this game is sort of like Uno. You're trying to avoid getting penalty points, as they're called. And you get penalty points at the end of a round based on the number of cards in your pile that have these bull symbols on them. So if you have this card in your pile at the end of the round, you have 3 penalty points because there's 3 bulls on here. If you have this card in your pile at the end of the round, that's 1 penalty point because there's 1 bull on here, and so on. So you're trying to avoid getting these cards into your personal pile from round to round. And when one player gets to 66, then that signals the end of the game, and then players take a look at their score, and whoever has the lowest score wins. So, like I was saying, in Take 5, 4 are dealt face up like this. Numbers are ascended like so. Players get 10 cards each. And there is an alternate way to set this up. You could deal a certain number of cards out depending on the number of players. So in a 2-player game, for example, it would be 24 cards. Okay, 10 would go, well, basically what you do is you deal all 24 face up, and then a drafting occurs. Players go back and forth. I take this card, she takes this card, I take this card, she takes this card, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until I've got 10 cards and she's got 10 cards, and the remaining 4 that's left will become these 4 here. So if you want to play the advanced game, there's some drafting going on, and it makes the game a bit more strategic.
That drafting is for cards face down or cards
face up? So you can actually see what numbers are out. Yeah. And also the numbers are hand-picked from the deck when you do that too. So of the 24 cards that are face up for players to choose between, it's numbers 1 through 24 or something like that. Yeah, but it's a way to, I don't know, it's just a strategic way to, okay, well, maybe the 23 will be left over, so maybe I'm going to want, I don't know, the 24, something, I don't know, it depends on how it goes. But anyway, in Take 5, the general gameplay is players choose 1 card from their hand, play it face down, they reveal them at the same time, and then they attempt to put them into this grid. So the order goes something like this. When you play a card, or when players reveal their cards, the lowest card gets played to the grid first. So, and the row that you put it in depends on the rightmost card that is showing at the time. In the beginning of the game, you're just going to have 1 card here in each row. But there may be, in the future, there may be a card here, 2 cards here, whatever. You're going to take the rightmost card and compare the values. The card that you're putting next to it has to be higher than the one previous to it, and it has to be the closest to. So for example, let's say that this card attempts to go out onto the grid somewhere. This is a 70. So is 70 higher than 21? Yes, but 47 is closer, okay? 63 is closer. Okay, so 70 is not greater than 100. So it has to go into this row, and this is the closest out of these 3 rows. 63 is closest to 70, so it would be put here. Okay? So you're probably wondering, okay, what happens when you play a card that is lower than all 4 rightmost cards? What would you do then? Well, what happens is, let's say, a good example, 3. Let's say a player reveals a 3 and they play that. They get to choose one of these 4 rows, and they take all of the cards in that row and put it into their score pile. Again, it's a bad thing, but it may be something you have to do because you drew that card. So let's say that there are, and again, let's pretend these are face up, whatever. And let's say there's this here, and this here, and this here. And let's say that, okay, out of all the rows, this has the least number of bulls on it. So I'm going to go ahead and take these 2 cards, put them into my score pile, and put the card I played here to replace it. You don't have to reorder these at all when you're playing. Like the 3 doesn't have to go on top and the rest have to be moved down. That doesn't happen. And again, normally these would be face up. I just don't want to reveal too much information because, you know.
Because you hate shuffling.
Yeah, that too. I do hate shuffling. Okay, so, and also, if there are ever more than 5 cards in a row, if the card that is played is number 6 in that row, then the previous 5 have to be taken by that player and put into their score pile. That 6th card then becomes the new card for that row. And players just keep going back and forth, rounds keep occurring until the game ends, and then, again, the first person to get to 66 will signal the game's end. So, as an example, we'll go ahead and play a round or 2. So I'm going to take a look at my hand, and I'm going to play one face down.
You have 10 cards, right?
I should have 10 cards.
Okay.
Yeah. So I may want to play this one out of the gate, possibly.
Shouldn't this be up at top right now?
Oh, that's right. I forgot to. Yeah. So we'll take that as the new card then. That's fine.
I think 63 was there, by the way.
Whatever. This is an example game, so I don't mind too much. All right, camera can see that. That's good. Okay, so I played mine face down. She'll play hers face down. We reveal them at the same time. Lowest goes first. 2 and 7. So my 2 goes before her 7.
Good job.
Now 2 is lower than every single card here. So I'm going to choose. Okay, I'm going to take this 3. And then just put the 2 in its place. That's how it works. So I got rid of my 2 at a relatively low cost of 1 bull. I have 1 penalty point now. And her 7 then goes next to the 2 because the 7 is higher than the 2 and it's closest to. It wouldn't go anywhere else. Mm-hmm. So now we choose another card. I might want to do that one. Okay. Ready?
1, 2, 3, war.
War. Yeah, right.
Ooh.
Her 13 goes before my 55, and it's closest to 7. My 55 is closest to 47.
Wow.
That's a lot of bulls.
Yeah, it is.
7 bulls.
Oh my god.
And you'll note that the background color sort of determines the number of bulls on it. Like all the green cards have 3 bulls on the top. All these light colored, gray colored ones have the 1. This one I'm sure has 7.
I like that it gets more colorful as it's more dangerous.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually,
that might be a good one. All right.
It's funny. 1, 2, 3, war.
All right, so you've got 58, I've got 22. So 22 goes next to 21, 58 goes here. And at some point, we're trying to force the other player to take a pile. This is going to get nasty. Okay. I need something that's... Yikes. Well. I will play... I'll see. I want something... Actually... See, this combination might be good. Okay, I'm going to play that one.
1, 2, 3.
38 and 85.
Oh.
So 38 goes here, 85 goes here.
Okay.
All right. So it's getting nasty now.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so I guess we'll play that one. And 86, 90. I was trying to get you. I was trying to play this combo in the hopes you would play something between 85 and 100.
You know what? I thought you had something close to that, but I had no idea that you had an 86.
Yeah, so my 86 goes here first. This would be the 6th card in the row. So she takes all of these.
That's all right. I'm an animal lover.
Yeah, you are. You love your bulls. Are they red?
Huh?
Are they red bulls? Get it? Red bulls?
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. So those don't become your actual score, or they don't become part of your hand. They just go into a separate score pile, and we count them at the end of the round.
Okay.
Okay, so we keep going. I'll do this one. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, so 12 and 39. 12, well, let me play my 12 first.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So 12 is lower than 13, 38, 9. So I have to choose, I'm going to go ahead and choose a row. I'm going to choose this one.
Wow. Okay.
And just take the one bowl. I'm trying to get rid of that card.
Good job.
Okay, and your 39 goes here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay, so... Oh, well... That could be... Yeah, alright, I'll take the risk. 42 and 48. So... The closest to 39 is 42. Sixth card in the row is 48.
That's alright.
So, yeah, these go to you. This goes
I'm going to have a lot of steak.
Yeah, you're going to have a lot of bowls. So we've got 3 cards
Oh,
remaining.
man. I'm so glad this isn't a real game.
Okay, so I got to play something. All right, I'll do that one. 52 and... Okay, so your 52 goes next to 48.
Mm-hmm.
My 78 goes next to 52.
Okay.
All right. And now... I guess this one. 53. Okay, so my 30 goes before that. 30 is closest to 13.
Mm-hmm.
And 53 is closest to 53.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now this one. 67 and 92. So your 67 is closest to 53. Your 67 is closest to 53.
Yeah.
So you have to take these. This goes here. 92 is close to 78. So
I win.
yeah, you win. You totally win. You're a new hand. Well, so at the end of the round, I would score 2 penalty points.
105.
How much do you have? I mean,
A lot.
you still have more cards. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 27, 28 points. So you're a third of the way there to ending the game already. Good job, hon.
Oh my gosh, I'm so good at this game.
You're so good at this. Okay, so that was an example of take 5. I'm going to go ahead and set the camera up for take a number, so be right back. And we're back. So this is what take a number looks like. Again, you're going to have a large deck of cards, you're going to shuffle them up, and you're going to deal 8 cards to each player. There's also this 3, 4, and 5. You're just going to lay them out like this, and you're going to draw a card from the deck and lay them out in ascending order like in take 5. Players also get this number with an arrow card on it. I'll explain what that does in a minute. So your objective in this game is to get the least number of bowls, just like in take 5. Scoring is slightly different in the sense that when a round is over, you're going to have a score pile. Well, hopefully not, but if you do have a score pile and you've got some cards on it with bowls, then each bowl is worth 2 points per bowl instead of 1 point per bowl, like in take 5. The other scoring comes into play. If you have any cards left over in your hand, for every bowl that you have, they're worth 1 point apiece. So having a score pile, very bad. That's 2 points per bowl. Having cards left over in your hand, it's kind of bad. That's 1 point per bowl. So what are you going to do in this game? Similar to take 5. Players are going to take a card from their hand, put it face down, reveal it at the same time, and they're going to try to put it on this grid. Now, again, as you probably guessed, cards are going to be taken from the grid after it gets full, and whether or not it has a lower number than what's shown here, than the rightmost card. So, for example, if I were to play a 2 right now, I would choose one of these rows and take all the cards in that row, put them, well, I'll tell you what I do with them in a minute. And then I'm going to put the 2 as the replacement card. Now the cards that I get, let's say that these were the cards from the row that I took. A 51, a 33, and a 61. You're going to choose one card, okay, to put into your number row here, and the rest go into your hand. Okay, so in this game, Cards are actually going to go back into your hand. And take 5, that didn't happen. They just went into your score pile, that was it. Here, cards actually go back into your hand. So this 51 and 61 would go back into my hand, and we would keep playing until one person ran out of cards, and that would signify the round's end. When this happens again, let's say that in the future I happen to get more cards from the grid somehow, either by playing a lower card than anything else, in which case I have to take one, or when one of these rows fill up. Let's say that these are the cards that I got from one of these rows, 50, 37, and 86. Choose one card, put it in the grid, and it has to go in ascending order. The rest go into your hand. Okay? Now, you're wondering what happens when all of the cards that you have that you've gotten from the grid are lower than your rightmost card here. That's when you have to take all of the cards in this number row. That becomes your score pile. You choose one from the cards that you got from here, put that as your replacement card, the rest goes into your hand. So these are like, it's like a temporary save kind of thing. Cards in this row do not count against your score at the end of the round, so you're going to try and keep this running for as long as possible. Otherwise, if you don't have any cards that are in ascending order that would come next, then you have to take those cards, they go into your score pile, and at the end of the round, if it were to end right now, that's 10 points and plus 2 is 12. So this is worth 12 points right here. 10 for this card, 1 for this, or 2 for this card. A row, by the way, becomes full when the value is reached on the number here. So if 3 cards are reached here, then that player has to take all of those cards and put the replacement card here. So let's say that there was a card here at some point, and someone puts a 3rd card here. That would make the row full. All of these 2 cards get taken. They go, one goes, say, here, the other goes into their hand, and then the replacement card that they played goes here instead. And then play would continue. So it's similar to Take 5, but also not. It's a little bit more complicated. There are, cards that are constantly being thrown around the table because, again, we're taking cards back, we're putting them here, they're being played back to here. You'll get the idea. So let's go ahead and play a round or two. And by the way, the game is played over 2 rounds. And then whoever has the most points is the loser of that.
2 rounds. What's a full round?
A full round is when someone runs out of cards.
Oh, in their hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever has the smallest number of points at the end of 2 rounds will win. Okay. So, as an example, we'll just go ahead and play. So, I think I'll do... Let's get this one out of the way now.
Not fair.
What do you mean not fair?
Not fair.
Not fair. She's really thinking now.
You either have a 1 or 2, because you were like, let's get this out of the way now.
Well, you take that for what you will. Maybe I have a 99 that I want to get rid of.
Maybe.
Or whatever. Okay, so reveal.
Yeah, see?
So this 2 plays before the 25, just like in Take 5, the lower number goes first. Mm-hmm. This 2 is lower than everything here, the rightmost card on everything here. So I have to choose a row, take it. I'm going to take the 3, mm-hmm. and I basically have to play that. 1 card goes here, the rest goes into your hand. So I'm going to start off my row with a 3. Mm-hmm. And now the 2 is replacement. And then your 25 goes, yep, very good, next to the 20. Closest, yep, 65. It's not higher than 65, but it is higher than 20. It's the closest. Mm-hmm. Okay, so moving on. Wow. All right, so we'll do... yeah, okay, so 32 and 70. Mm-hmm. 32 goes that way, 70 goes that way. All right, so 1 more card in this row when it's full. 3 more cards in this row when it's full.
So the person who deals the 4th card has to take those cards?
Mm-hmm. So whoever puts a card here first, it gets bad. So I might, do that one. Ready? 72 and 73. 1 more card on this row
Wow.
will spell disaster for whoever.
Okay.
What am I going to do with this? Oh boy. So I have to hope. Well, I don't know which one she's going to go after. She could go after We could play two totally different cards. One would go here, one would go here. Who knows? I'm gonna play this one. Ready?
Yeah.
13 and 90. Okay. So your 13 goes to the 2. This 99 has to go here, but that makes 5. So I take these 4. 99 goes here. Now I have to play one card in my grid, which is gonna stink because 3. I'm gonna play the lowest card, which is 65. The rest go back into my hand. Okay. So now I have to choose between these. Yay me. Okay, so that was actually bad because now. Wow. Okay. I'll play this one. Yeah, you've got 14. Yeah, you're really killing me here. 14, 38. That becomes card number 4. I take these. Now I have to play one of these cards to my row, which I can't because this is a 20, this is a 32, and this is a 25. This is a 65. So I have to take these cards into my score pile, which is bad for me, and then I choose 1, 20, and these go into my hand.
And these...
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Your 2 and 13, you take these. You're going to put 1 into your number pile. Good catch.
And I take this one?
And you take the 13. So you're going to put... Yeah, let's put that down there so the camera can see it. There you go. All right, so... Crapola is what it is. It's very crapola. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
17 and 20, so that's bad for me. Your 17 goes first. My 25 becomes the third card in that row. I take these. 25 goes here. I'm gonna, well, 14 or 17. Is that higher than 20? None. So that goes here. 14 goes here. 17 goes into my hand.
Man,
I'm losing so bad.
Nah, you got this.
No. You got me this turn. You got me this game real good. It's that momentum.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna play this one. 44 and 32. So there's 32 and there's 44. Next. Yikes. This. No. Bad. This is so bad. Oh, man. I regret it. 97. Well, that's bad for you. Okay, so 70 here.
Yeah.
97 becomes the fourth card. So you have to play one and take the rest.
Right.
Wow. 97 and 99, man. How are you going to...
That's rough. I guess I'll have to play that. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
This is terrible.
It is. I'm going to play this one. Or... Well, see. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to play that one. No one wants this one. I'm just saying, no one wants that. Okay. 17 and 13. So, you choose a row to take. Your 13 goes first. It's lower than every...
oh, wait a second. Yeah, I'll take this one.
You're going to take... Okay, so you're going to take the 97 goes there.
Oof.
And now I have to... Actually, no. The 17 is now higher than the 13. Yeah. So that works out for me. Okay.
Actually, wait.
Uh-huh. Ready?
Yeah.
70. Oh boy. Okay, so.
Wouldn't that go up here?
You're right. I'm sorry. So,
So
70.
that means I have to grab those?
Correct. No, good catch. Yeah, 70 is closest to 32. I get mixed up when you start, not you personally,
Yeah.
but like when the numbers start going out of order.
Yeah.
So 70 is, closest to 32. So you take these.
Oh, so all these have to go in my score pile?
Yes, and you choose one to put, and the 72 goes next to the
I
70.
think I got it. No. let me just-
Okay.
Man. Oh my gosh, this is tough.
Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Where's your score pile?
Oh,
You just
sorry.
put them into your hand.
I did put them in my hand by that.
Yeah, so we'll put these off to the side.
Sorry.
You're fine. You're good.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, that's suicide. Doesn't matter what I play. I gotta go for that one. All right, ready? 32, 98. So this 32 goes here.
And you're closer to this one.
Yeah, so I have to take these, and I'm gonna put, these. Out of these two, I'm gonna put the 72 here. Put the
Really?
70. Just in case I have to take more.
I don't know. I was just.
I just don't want this to go into here because of the
Oh.
points, but
I don't know.
98 and 99. This is terrible.
Yeah, it is.
Ugh. Ready?
Yeah.
44
Oh,
goes first.
I have to take all of that.
You have to take these. One goes into your. 32 is the only one that would go next.
Yeah.
These two would go back into your hand.
And you would put that next to my 44.
Yes.
That's weird.
Why is it weird?
I don't know.
A lot of high numbers here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's weird. It gets higher and higher and harder to fill in.
Yeah. Crap. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
13 goes first. You choose a row. Which row would you like?
Yeah, seriously.
Pick a row, any row.
This one.
All right. So you're gonna take that one, and now my 72 goes here.
Now that momentum.
Yeah. You've got one card left.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm probably gonna have to.
Take.
Yeah.
I'm going to play this one. So you're 17.
I have to take a row?
You have to take one of the rows, yeah, because it's the lowest number. So
Hold on, wait.
yeah.
Extra 3.
Well, the 99 here would fit into that number row because your highest number is 98. That's the only one that you could take.
I know.
It's either that or all those go into your score pile.
I know. I'm calculating.
You're
stuff.
calculating.
Oh, man. But then, okay, so if I do this, right?
Yes. That goes right.
And I don't have any cards. Does that signify the round's
Yes.
over?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then my 94 goes here. So the round's over, and the cards in these number rows are safe.
Okay.
So now we count up. I've got 1 point for this bull left in my hand. I've got 6 here, 7. No, let's just do these first. 6. That's 4 is 10. And I just add these up and then times 2. It's easier. 6 times 2 is 12, 13. I've got 13 points here.
Okay.
And you've got
10.
10. Very good. So we would write that down. And then we would play one more round, and whoever has the lower score out of those 2 rounds would win. Simple. So what did you think of Take 5, first off?
I love it.
You like Take 5?
I do. I like Take a Number. It's a lot more thinky.
It is a little bit more thinking. There's less room to maneuver here on the
Yeah.
grid. Like, there's a lot more.
Yeah, man. It's rough. I don't know. I kind of like... I don't like that the person that throws it down, that fills it up on the last card, has to take the ones before it. I don't like that. I wish it was the other way around where, if I have this, I can place it here, and then the person who
makes it
closest
overflow.
is. Yeah.
Makes it overflow, like the next card up.
Yeah.
The 4th card, the 5th card, 6th card.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah, I see. It's different because on take 5, it's if the 6th. If you're over 5, then that's when you take the pile.
Yeah.
Here, it's as soon as it becomes 3, 4, or 5. That's when you take it.
Yeah.
So there's less room there. I think take a number is more complex,
It is.
but it's more strategic in the sense that, okay, do I take the row with more bowls because the card in it would fit in this row better?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I think there's more strategy. I kind of like take a number better than take 5.
Yeah.
But I would definitely, like, it's very easy to get screwed in this game. Like, I had all high cards. All 6, earlier in this game, I think I had 6 cards, they were all above 70. So nothing, no matter what I played, I'd bust.
Yeah.
So it's like I was kind of screwed in that.
I kind of figured you had all high cards, so I was kind of like trying to strategize around that.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough though.
I would honestly do the advanced draft process, like in Take 5, where deal 24 cards, or no, in this case it would be 8 cards per player, so that's 16. There's 3 in the middle. So we would draft 19 cards. 8 would go to me, 8 would go to you, and 3 would go, the 3 remaining would go in the middle. That's what I would do.
And we choose it face up?
Yeah, we would choose them face up. Now, it's actually not in the rule book.
Oh, is it?
But it's weird. It's a variant to take 5, but not a variant to take a number. But I still think that the drafting process, again, it would be numbers, say, 1 through... I don't know, that's 18, 19, it'd be 1 through 18 or something like that. We would take up the cards 1 through 18 or whatever the numbers are. And then deal them face up, and then draft. 8 for you, 8 for me, 3 left over, whatever.
Good.
Yeah, so you liked both?
I did.
Is there one that you like over the other? Or do you like them both equally?
I like take a number better only because of its added mechanics, but I like take 5 too.
You like take 5 as well?
I really do. I like both.
Uh-huh.
If I could play them both simultaneously, I would.
So simultaneous, okay. That's pretty impressive. I didn't mention it earlier, but this game supports 2 to 10 players and is appropriate for ages 8 and up. Your play time will vary, because in Take 5, it's the first person to reach 66 points, and Take a Number, it's 2 rounds. So depending on what game you play, Take 5 will obviously take longer. Unless you get a hand like Ida Lee and she gets a third of her points in the first game. Who knows? But still, Take 5 is going to take longer than Take a Number, I think. I got this for $15 at my local gaming store. So, yeah, take a look at it. It's 2 games in 1, and they're pretty fun. The art's pretty good. The card quality is pretty good. The numbers are easy to read. So, all right, well, there you go. Take 5, if you guys haven't already subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince and Ida Lee. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye, guys.